All right. We're going to start with our dynamic warm-up like we always do, taking the feet outside the hips, forward folding, letting the crown of the head reach all the way to the floor, relaxing the upper body. Maybe shake out the head and neck, maybe take a nice big deep breath. Waking up the back of the legs for just a second. And then when you're ready, you're just going to point those toes out, pull your heels in, and set into a nice deep squat. Opening up the hips, and bring the elbows to the insides of the knees and apply a little bit of pressure to help open up. Then we're going to reach our right arm up. Reach it back and bring it down. We'll take the left arm up, reach it back, and bring it down. Good. Push the hips up high, point the toes forward, and slowly roll all the way to the top. Rounding the back on the way up, the head comes up last, and we'll do a big shoulder roll at the top. Good. Take it to the back of your mat. We're going to take that fold again, and then bring the hands to walk out into a plank. A nice strong plank here. Palms are under the shoulders, core is nice and tight. Good. Hold it here. And I'll take a big step up with that left foot. Sinking into your runner's lunge, you can keep that right leg elevated or drop it to the floor, whichever feels good for you. We're going to reach that left elbow across the body and then open it up. And keep opening it. Find a big stretch. Good. Bring it down. Back into your plank. Push it to a down dog. Pressing the chest close to the legs. Lift the hips up high to the tiptoes. And then press the heels down to the floor. We'll come back to that plank and then a big step up with that right foot. Sinking into your runner's lunge. You can keep that knee elevated or let it drop to the floor, and then we'll reach the right arm across the body and then up and open. Keep reaching it, find that stretch, and then bring it down. Step that right foot back, find the plank, and then walk the hands back to the feet. Lots of planks today. We're just going to get warmed up for that. Slowly roll to the top, and a big shoulder roll once you get there. Good. Bring it to the center of your mat. We're going to take our hurdle. Bringing our left knee up, slowly taking it out to the side, and then stepping the foot back to find your split stance, waking up that core. Slowly bend that left knee, and we're going to turn to the right and reach the right arm back, finding your twist, waking up through the hip flexor. Step it in, shake it out. We'll go to the other side. Hurdle with the right, lift it up, swing it out, and step it back. Find that split stance. Take that lunge by bending the right knee, and then we twist left, reach left. Good. Step it in, shake it out. One more. We've got that deadlift to a lateral lunge. Waking up our hips. Slowly balance on the right leg. Bring your chest parallel to the floor. Find that tabletop position with your back. Hang there for a second and then come up and find that lateral lunge. Waking up the inner thigh on the opposite side. Long enough just to activate it. Step it in and shake it out. We balance on the left. Find that single leg deadlift. And then bring it up and we take it out to the right. Stretching that left inner thigh just long enough to activate it. Step it in and shake it out. All right, so as I was saying, we're doing an AMRAP challenge today. It's going to be total body. You're going to want some weights for a reverse lunge and a Russian twist in this first circuit. We're going to be working in AMRAPs of, let's say, 7 minutes. So we're going to put the clock on for 7 minutes. We're going to take these 3 moves. We have burpees, we have alternating reverse lunges, and we have Russian twist press. We're going to do 8 burpees, 10 alternating reverse lunges, and 12 Russian twist press. So it's 8, 10, 12. We're just going to keep up that circuit for 7 minutes. At the end of the 7-minute circuit, we're going to take a minute plank. The first plank is going to be a high plank. We have 3 of these circuits, and then we'll stretch to cool down. Each circuit obviously is going to have its own exercises. We're going to get started with our first one. We have 8 burpees, we have 10 alternating reverse lunges, and we have 12 Russian twist press. We're going to go in 5 seconds, and we're going with those 8 burpees. In 3, 2, 1, our clock is on. So you're going to take your burpee, slowly lower down. You can modify with the knees down. You can modify this burpee any way you want by skipping the lay down or skipping the jump at the top, skipping the jump. If you want to step back, that's okay. We have 8 of these. I'm going to take mine nice and easy for my first round. AMRAP is as many rounds as possible in the given amount of time. And I think I've lost count. I'm going to do one more. Good. Now we have our reverse lunges. Grab your weights. If you're using them, you can also do body weight here. We're alternating 10 reverse lunge. Take your time. Pay attention to your form. All right. Get your 10 in. Bring it down to the mat. And bring your weight with you. Russian twist. I'm going to cross my ankles. I like to keep my heels attached to the floor for low back support. We have 12 here. And I'm using a heavy weight, so I'm going to take my time. Nice long spine, no curve. Lean back, feel the abs turn on. We're going to twist, twist, and press. We have 12. Take your time. Very good. Take breaks if you need it along the way. We have 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in our AMRAP. We go back to the top with those 8 burpees. Now again, modify if you want. Add the push-up, skip the modification, or step back instead of jump back, whatever feels good for you. You've got 8 total. Whew. Take time to catch your breath and grab water. Or keep a steady pace through this AMRAP. It is 7 minutes. We have 3 to go. Back to those alternating reverse lunges for 10 with your best form. Russian twist press for 12. Nice long spine, most important part of this. I'm lifting heavy, so I'm keeping that weight up my chest, taking the twist, and then the press. Whew. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock in this AMRAP. We go back to our burpees at the top. If you need to modify, step back, draw the knees down. Do what feels right for you. "15 seconds. We have lunges, and I'm just going to keep moving. I'm going to pop right into mine. 15, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We're starting our plank in 10. It's 1 minute. It's a high plank. If you need to modify, you can bring the knees to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Take this time to let that heart rate come down. Catch your breath. And always, if you need to modify, maybe you just drop one knee, or maybe you bring both, making sure that the hips aren't super high or super low. You want to keep a nice long spine. 60 seconds is a long time, but we got it. We're more than halfway there. We have 15 seconds. Keep that core tight. For 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down and push it to a child's pose. Take a couple of moments to catch your breath and relax. Nice job. Circuit 1 is done. We have 2 more of these AMRAP blocks. When you're ready, you can come up from that child's pose. Take a second. Grab a drink of water, and then we'll get into AMRAP number 2. So AMRAP number 2, we've got lower body and upper body. It's total body today. We've got a deadlift to a goblet squat. You can use 1 weight or 2 here, totally up to you. We have powering knee drives, sprinters, whatever you want to call these. These are power-ups, power knee drives. We're going to do reverse crunches after this. So it's 3 moves. We're going to do 12 of everything. Again, it's a 7-minute AMRAP, and we're going to do another 60-second plank after the 7 minutes of work. We're going to do a low plank this time, down onto the forearms. So we've got deadlift goblet squat. We've got powering knee drives, and we've got reverse crunches. We're going to do 12 of each, and we're just going to AMRAP through these for another 7 minutes, and we'll get started in just a moment. Whew. Are we ready? We've got a deadlift goblet squat. I'm going to start this round with one weight, and I might increase it to 2, but you choose what works for you. We're going to go in 5 seconds. We're going to start this 7-minute AMRAP in 3, 2, and 1. Our deadlift, stiff leg deadlift. The weight comes just below the knees. Find your back at that tabletop, and then you come up. I'm going to bring the weight to my chest and drop it down into a squat. We have 12 of these. Take your time. I'm halfway. Keep your core tight the whole way. And use good form. The deadlift, the hips go back. The squat, the hips go down. 4 more. We'll sit that weight down. We're done with it for our next 2 moves. Powering knee drives. I'm going to step my right leg back. Right arm comes forward. And as the name suggests, you're going to power up with a knee drive. We're going to do 12 total. So we're going to do 6 on the right and 6 on the left. Make them really good. To start, you're in that starting sprint position, like you're going to go as fast or as hard as you can. Power that knee up, land back in that start position. 6 each side. If you need to modify, just drive the knee and then land back in that start sprint. 6 total. And then we bring it down to our back. We have reverse crunches for 12. Bring the hands behind the ears, tuck the chin to the chest. We're going to bring the knees into the chest, lifting the hips up. And then I'm going to tap my heels to the floor. We've got 12 total. Keep that low back pressed to the mat the whole time. Nice job. Once you get 12 of those, bring it back up. We go again. We are 4 minutes to go in our AMRAP. Back to that deadlift goblet squat. 12 total. Take your time. Make sure you take a second to catch your breath. We've got 12 total power knee drives, 6 on each side. And 12 reverse crunch. We have 2 minutes on the clock. Remember, keep your low back press to the mat. Draw the chin to the chest. Rock the knees, lift the hips, and then tap the heels. Nice job. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds on the clock. How far can we get in our next AMRAP? I'm gonna go heavy this time. We go back to the top. We've got the deadlift squat for 12. Less than 30 seconds on the clock. 20. See how far you can get. Less than 10 seconds. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. We have our plank. It's 60 seconds. It's a low plank this time. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's find it. Make it your break. Think about calming your breath. And if you need a little assistance here, maybe you drop one knee to the floor. If you need to, modify with both knees down and keep the forearms and the palms shoulder width apart. We're halfway there. 30 seconds left. Stay with it. If you need a little break, maybe push to a down dog and then come back to the plank. We have 15 seconds. You can do it. Hold it. We have 10. We have 5. Let it shake. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees if they're not already down and take another child's pose. We'll take a couple moments to catch our breath, calm the heart rate, and relax the breath. And when you're ready, bring it up. Take time for a water break. We have plenty of time left in class. We're doing another AMRAP. Another 7-minute AMRAP, followed by another 60-second plank, one last one. So in this next AMRAP, we have lay down push-ups. These are tough. We're going to do 10 of them. We have mountain climbers. We're going to do 10 complete sets of mountain climbers, which means 20 singles. And we've got 10 single leg jackknives, all about that core and upper body for this AMRAP. So it's 10 lay down push-ups, 10 sets of mountain climbers, fast or slow, whichever you prefer, and then 10 single leg jackknives. We'll finish this AMRAP with another 60-second plank. This time we're going to do side planks. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. And when you're ready, if you're ready, we'll get started with this AMRAP. It's 10 lay down push-ups, 10 sets of mountain climbers, and 10 jackknives. When you are ready, if you are modifying, you'll be to the knees. You'll bring your hips and everything in line, and then you'll just slowly lower down to the floor. From there, you push it up. If you're on your toes, it's all about the lay down. You slowly lay all the way down to the mat and then push it up. We go for 10. Everything goes down together. Everything comes up together. Lay all the way down, release everything, and then push it all together. These will be the hardest. Just stick with it and take your time. Very good. From those push-ups, we've got those 10 sets of mountain climbers, 20 singles, however you want to count it, slow or fast. Once you get those, we take it to your back. And we have jackknives. Multiple ways you can do these. I'll show the hardest way first, and then we'll modify down. You'll roll all the way up and bring your leg to reach the opposite hand. Roll all the way down and then do it again. Now we're doing 10 singles of these. Roll it up, reach, and roll it down. If you want to modify this, you'll just roll both shoulder blades up off the ground and drive the knee, reaching for the ankles. Whichever works best for you. You've got 10 singles. Five minutes left on the clock. We're 2 minutes down. We should be able to get about 3 sets of this AMRAP in. Back to those lay down push-ups. We've got 10. Those are tough. Stay with it. Form is most important. If you don't feel strong on the toes through the whole 10, modify like I did, bringing the knees to the floor. About 3.5 minutes on the clock. We have those mountain climbers, fast or slow. and then to our jackknives. Modify if you'd like by just lifting the shoulder blades and driving the knee, or take it all the way up for 10. We have 2.5 minutes on the clock. We go back to that lay down push up at the top whenever you're ready. Take your time with these. Tough, tough, tough. Back to your 10 sets of mountain climbers whenever you're ready. Back to our jackknives. We have 1 minute on the clock. We have 30 seconds on the clock. We obviously won't finish another full round. We won't even finish those 10 lay down push-ups, but we see how many rounds we can get in, as far as we can go. We've got 15 seconds. Let's keep moving. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We've got our 60-second plank. We're doing side planks this time. We're going to start in 5. Find your side plank. We're doing 30 each side. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We're halfway there. We'll switch to the other side in 15. Less than 10. 3, 2, 1. Just roll it over and find that opposite side plank. We're here for 30. Don't let the head droop down by the arms. Keep the spine nice and long. 15 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a minute. Catch your breath. Let's grab some water. We're going to do a little core finisher here. We're going to do 4 minutes of core moves. I'm going to have a weight. It's optional. We're going to do 4 core moves at 60 seconds each. And we'll start that in about 30 seconds. And then all we've got is our cool down. We'll take a stretch, and then we'll be good to go. Our first move is going to be scissor kicks. I'm going to hold the weight over my chest. We'll be on our back. And we're just going to scissor kick our feet one after the other. I'm going to go nice and slow because I'm holding a weight. If you want to do body weight and speed up the scissor kicks, that's totally up to you. I said we were going to start in 30, but I was explaining. So let's start in 10. Meet me on your back when you're ready. We're going to lift the legs to the ceiling, and the clock is going to start in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to keep my chin to my chest to make this even harder. You're going to drop one heel, tap it to the floor, and then switch. Keeping the low back press to the mat. Now you can do this without using a weight, and you can do these fast. Find a tempo that works for you. Most important thing is that you're keeping that low back press to the mat. We're halfway there. We have 30 seconds to go. Take your time. 20. And if you need to, rest the head to the mat to give the neck a break. That's totally fine. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We'll take just a second. Pull the knees to the chest. Take a little low back stretch. Now for this next move, the first 30 seconds, I'm going to use a weight. We're going to do toe touches. We're going to have the knees nice and long, the toes pulling back towards our face, legs in the air just like they were. The first 30 seconds, I'm going to use a weight to reach towards my toes. And the last 30 seconds, I'll just do body weight. We're going to get started in 10 seconds. This can be done body weight, with weight, whatever you choose. We're going in 5 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to lift the chin to the chest and reach up for the toes and then roll down. You're rolling up and rolling down, just lifting the shoulder blades off of the mat and then back down. I'm going to do 10 more seconds with my weights, and then I'm going to drop my weight and just take a reach. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. And if you need to modify this move, you can reach opposite hand to opposite foot. And this doesn't need to be fast. We have 15 seconds. Again, form is everything. Keep the legs nice and long. Keep the toes pulled back towards your face. You can reach opposite hand, opposite toe, or just take a nice roll up and roll down. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the knees to the chest. We're going to take full sit-ups, Pilates sit-ups on this next move. Legs are long. And let's go. We're going to slowly roll up. We're going to reach for the toes, keeping the spine nice and long, and then roll down. We're here for 60 seconds. After this, we only have one more move, and then we're going to stretch it out. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to bring it back over to our plank position for our final core move. We're going to come down to the forearms in 3, 2, 1. You're going to find your plank. From here, we're just going to rock ourselves forward and back. Hold each position as long as you like. Go as fast or slow as you like. It's 60 seconds. Like you're pressing the forearms into the mat, pressing your heels away from you, and then you're going to press forward. Drawing your chest over your fist and then pushing back. We're already 30 seconds in. We've got 30 seconds to go. Keep your core nice and tight. Pulling yourself forward and pressing yourself back. Trying not to lift the hips as you push back. Sometimes it happens. Just be mindful of that. We have 15 seconds. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to drop the knees, untuck the toes, and take a wide knee child's pose. Just relax. Let the chest settle between the thighs. Let the arms relax. This doesn't need to be an active stretch. Nice job. That was great. Not over-exhausting. Total body. Got our heart rate up, broke a sweat. Worked on our mobility to start, cooling down with a stretch. All good things. Let's slowly roll our back up to sit, the hips to the heels, finding a little cat spine on the way up. We're going to settle into this seated position and bring the hands behind the back. We're going to interlace the fingers and open up the chest. Stretching out through the shoulders, across the chest, maybe even through the core. Very good. Let's release that grip. Bring the hands out in front and slowly let the hips melt towards the mat. We're going to untuck the toes. Palms should be just about under the shoulder blades. If this is uncomfortable for the low back, you can come down to the forearms. We want to let the hips really sink towards the mat. Take a second, relax your back. And then once you feel the hips sinking down, you're just going to pull your shoulders down and back. And take a couple of big, deep breaths to stretch out the core. There we go. Lift the hips, round the spine into a cat, tucking the toes, pulling the shoulder blades apart. We're going to pick up the hips and take it into a down dog. Pressing the chest close to the legs, lifting the hips up high, maybe come to the tiptoes. And then slowly let the heels come down towards the floor, stretching the calves and up the backs of the legs. We'll slowly walk our feet in towards our hands and take a fold. We stretch those hamstrings. Relax the head and neck. Shake it out. See if you can relax through the spine and feel some relaxation between the vertebrae. Feels nice. When you're ready, slowly roll up. Keep the chin tucked until you get all the way to the top, and then we're going to bring the arms up. Take it into a back bend. Maybe open up the arms to a V. And pull the thumbs back, opening up the chest and the shoulders one more time. When you're ready, slowly let those arms come all the way down. Thank you so much for coming today and working out this total body AMRAP challenge.